Hi everyone, and welcome back to Art with Mrs. S. Today we're going to be drawing a poppy flower in remembrance of our veterans, and they use a poppy flower because it once grew in the battlefields of the First World War. Real poppies are a beautiful bright red, and they don't live for long. So we're actually going to be drawing this today, so you'll need a black crayon to get started. If you don't have one, just ask for one, or maybe something else. We're going to draw a blob or a circle and color it in really dark towards the center of your paper. Next, we have to add our petals. And one way we can do that is starting in the center with our dot and making individual petals, kind of curvy or bumpy, like a cloud. And I'm going to do that all the way around that dot. If you have room, you can do a second or perhaps third flower doing the same thing. Do your dot and then add your petals around. So another way is kind of make that cloud shape around. And then if you have room for a third, do another dot, color it in really dark black, and do those petals around. If you only had room for one, that's fine too. Next, you're going to need your green crayon, and we're going to do a very simple stem. So down underneath your petals, we're going to make a curvy or straight line, nice and dark, and that's going to be a green color all the way to the bottom of your paper. Shouldn't have these floating flowers. Nice long stems. If you want to add leaves in, you could have put little leaves on these stems, but you do not have to. The next step is going to involve painting. So we need a watercolor palette and a cup of water and a brush. Your paint palettes today are only going to have red and blue in them, and I want to show you how to use these. You're going to open them up. Usually there's a paintbrush inside, and then you'll also have a half a cup of water. To start your watercolor paints, you have to dip your brush into the water and then tickle the paint, is how our book describes it. And to get them started or activated, you might have to do that several times. We're going to do the blue for the sky or the background. So notice how many times I have to dip my paintbrush in my water to make them nice and smooth. We're not pressing hard in our paint. All the way in the sky. The red part of my art will be my flowers. And anytime I change colors, I gotta clean my brush out and I dip and slide on the side, and I can work on my red. If you don't clean your brush out, you'll have these really ugly, gross colors. So I'd like for you to take your time, dip your brush often, don't press hard in your paint, and color all your flowers a nice red, and do all the rest of the white on your paper, the sky, a nice blue, until you're done with all of your poppy flowers today. Really take your time, no scribble scrabble. Just like with markers and crayons, you can scribble scrabble with paint, but we don't want to do that today. We're going to have a nice painting when we're all done. I'll keep going. Now mine's not done yet, but I'd like for you to take your time painting all of your flowers and all of your blue sky. And when you're done, I'm going to collect these today so that we can hang them up for Veterans Day.